We are now recording the October 28th, 2016 Small Business Accounting Advisors. And Sarah is back in her office.
Yay!
Yay! Nice to have your equipment back.
Oh man, I have so much scanning to do and filing. Yeah. I have dual monitors. Oh my gosh.
And you're not doing things on your iPad.
I know. Well, I had a workstation set up at my husband's office, but you're just out of sorts because you just don't have I don't know.
Well, no, I understand. Your own equipment is your own equipment, and that's why I like working at home, because I know my equipment works.
Yeah. Well, it was my equipment. It's just that I wasn't going to, I guess I could have hooked up the scanner and all that stuff, but I really
was hoping not to be there that long.
Yeah. And then we did have one false alarm where we thought the cable was up. We packed up everything, hauled it all back, no internet. And then I have workers that are coming in at like 8 o'clock in the morning where they come into the virtual server. So I had to pack it up, haul it all back. So.
My aching back.
Oh man, that server, it's a monster too. It's like it's been to Atlanta.
Get some combat pay.
Well, we thought about doing the hosted server this year when it was time to replace the server, and I thought, I can really nurse a server. So I thought, I'll get a server one more time, and that'll get me 5 years, 6 years, and then this happens, and man, I wish.
You wish you were virtual now.
Doesn't hurricane season end like in November or something like that?
It is.
Okay, 2 more days.
I know. After and even we really thought we were going to get flooded. So we had furniture on top of furniture and stuff in the attic. I mean, it took us for 2 solid days. We completely destroyed the house and the office, and then we're just now getting it all back together. And if there were another hurricane coming,
now I assume that the Christmas tree is not still up.
No, I took that down like April 16th.
But you had time to dress up as Jessie.
Yes,
married to Woody, and little Buzz Lightyear as your buddy. That was cute. I have a daughter who likes to theme her family also, but yours is the cutest.
Isn't that cute? Well, Woodruff. I mean, I'm married to Woody, so
there. Oh, I didn't get that. Thank you.
Yeah. So he's been called Woody since he was a little kid.
Yeah.
So, okay, Woody and Jessie.
And then he does that walk,
Yeah. He's got those long legs.
Nice.
It was fun. It was nice working at a large firm again. I had to get up. I had to have, a lot of times I look really good from the waist up, but I'm like in jeans. I do so much online work, but but I had to get dressed. I had to drive to work, and then I'm on the upper floor. So if I wanted a cup of coffee, I had to go to the elevator.
Wow!
The break room, which had trays, donuts and brownies and snacks and glass front refrigerator, which is just nothing but drinks and
wow.
Number 5, there's beer and wine.
Apply it to your hips.
I know.
Well, you and me and Misha are really the only ones that did not go to QB Connect.
I know.
I didn't go.
Dennis did not go too.
I tell you what, between the cell phone and everything, it was just like, all the notifications and the social media and everything. And
remember those days when you're rushing around from area to area? Yvette tells me that she couldn't get to enough things. The decisions were hard to make.
Yep, the classes were really good. There were so many I couldn't pick
Yeah.
you know, and then some of them were very early and I couldn't make it because, you know, I went to a couple things in the evening and
Yeah.
There's a lot
Yvette,
of stuff.
tell them the truth. You went to parties. You
yeah,
partied.
I went to parties. Yeah, that's the thing. I had so much fun with Mariette. I was so glad you were there. She made it for me. I mean, I had a good time. Everybody's wonderful, but I love hanging out with you, Mariette. You're awesome. You and your sis.
Does that energy go all the way up into the evening? I just.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these young
Yeah.
people are too
Yeah,
much for
pretty
me.
much does. It goes all the way up until the evening and then wakes up again at like 4 a.m. That's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know how I'm going to be like 20 years from now because am I going to be able to handle like all this energy? It just, I shocked myself this year though because I thought I was going to crash and burn with, you know, these last
Yeah,
few weeks.
You have little ones. You
Yeah.
work on like 4 hours sleep on a good day.
Yeah, it's been honestly, I think like for the whole year since I found out I was pregnant and then I got really connected with Intuit and all these other projects I've been doing. And then I had my baby and then I went back to work after 6 weeks, you know, and then it's been like nonstop. I honestly felt like I'm going to lose it one of these days. But so far, you know, I got through QuickBooks Connect with my high energy. I did everything I wanted to do. So I'm really grateful. So I'm still here. I think after this moment though, literally when we turn this Zoom off, I'm going to go to sleep for like 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, the Lindas got to meet Linda Russell and Linda Conley.
We did, and it was a lot of fun. We didn't, there were, as Yvette said, there was about 10 classes offered every time slot.
Yeah.
So we had 10 things to choose from.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
I understood that.
I wish they would have recorded the sessions for the ones we couldn't make it to.
But they,
Yeah, like what you're doing for account techs.
but what they actually did though is they sent me the slide decks to every presentation, whether I went to it or not.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you could get the slide decks under Own It, I heard.
Yeah,
So
that's where I
they're
got
all
some.
kind of together. Oh,
Had to watch Mariette's hangout from last week. He showed us how to do that.
Yeah, they're already, like Linda said, they're already, but did they email them to you, Linda?
they actually, they did.
Oh, they emailed them to you. Oh, that's cool.
Own It emailed it to me. When I came home and I turned on my computer, every slide deck was there from Own It.
Really? Wow, you're special. I know that they sent emails saying to go to Own It, because that's what I did. I was actually making a video before this on how to go to Own It, but I didn't know you could actually ask them to email you everything. That's pretty cool.
Now, I was actually surprised. I
Yeah.
went, oh, I didn't know I'd get everything, and I did. So,
Wow. That's awesome. That makes
And Dwayne was there. I got to meet, I've known Dwayne for a few years now. Him and I talk a lot, and I finally got to meet him in IRL, in real life, which was really great. I loved it. Got to meet his wife while I was going crazy, you know, because during this session, what was really nice on the last night, I mean, was it Tuesday night? Yeah. Remember, Mariette, when they had those guys with the drums? It was.
oh my gosh! Yeah.
It was
Oh,
so
that's
awesome.
so
They were
funny.
trying to direct everyone because there were over 5,000 people at the convention. Okay, it was just wild. They were trying to direct everyone. They had to do the main party with the concert. They did it across the street in a different hall, different building, different place. So what they did is really genius the way they did it. They got the people that opened up the main stage event on Tuesday morning with the drums that they gave such a good show. They started walking through, playing the drums through the convention center. Across the street, there were police officers directing the traffic because they were leading us into that new building, that other building across the street. There was even, I think, NBC there or something. But it was just incredible. And the shows that they gave were extraordinary. I filmed that. I actually FaceTimed my daughter during that session because I wanted her to see it.
Yeah. Did you guys see the video where I actually filmed the band she's talking about? Did you guys-
Yes.
It's amazing.
Did
Well,
you see
what was
it?
funny was a couple of people were doing it.
Yeah.
So so I'd watch one, and then I could actually, because somebody would like pan around, and then I go, "There's Mariette," or "There's," or there's David, and so then you could figure out who was standing.
Isn't that awesome? I
Yeah.
know. No, but did you guys film me when I filmed the glow in the dark band that she's talking? That you guys talked?
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing was that I came out a little later because I was meeting with some people and they had already played, and then they were preparing to play again.
Mhm.
And so I was like, "Oh my God, you guys gonna play?" And they did this weird thing where they were like mimes and they were just not talking, and they were like. And so
I
all
saw
of a sudden
that.
I'm
That
like,
was
"Oh my God, Intuit got a mime band!" And so I'm like, "So cool, it's a mime band!" And I totally did this Facebook Live. So then I got to the concert and I was talking to David Leary. I'm like, "You guys are so cool. You guys even got mime bands?" He's like, "Mime band?"
Mine, man.
They're not. They were so awesome, though.
Oh my God, I felt so silly. I'm like, "Oh my God, I thought it was like a silent band, like this cool techno thing." Oh my gosh, yeah. And then the drone, how when Jim McGinnis started the accountant kickoff, he didn't have a clicker, and so they brought the drone in.
Yeah, did you see him go, whoa? Whoa.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. I mean, they really
He's like, and fairly safe.
seriously. And then the robot that made us our drinks, did you guys see that?
Oh, I saw a
I
picture of
saw
that.
pictures of it. I didn't see it actually doing it.
But you know what? That took a real long time to get that drink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look at that.
toward
Tuesday night, it took like a total of an hour altogether
Wow.
because it was
Yeah.
a lot of long lines. But it was fun. And Avalera sponsored that robot.
Oh, is that who? Oh, okay. It was cool. So
Yeah,
I have
it
a
was.
video of the robot making me a drink, so you guys can see that on my Facebook.
And at that time, I actually was meeting with the Seattle group, Dennis Thompson, in the Arcadia restaurant in the Marriott.
Oh, did you meet
I met
Shelley?
Sandy and
Shelley?
3 other people.
Was Shelley there or Beth was there, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
How about Mike Blanche? Was
But
he there?
Shelley was not in the Seattle group. She was probably with the other people across the street at them.
Was Shelley there? I didn't see Shelley.
Oh, I saw her the first day on Monday.
Huh.
I asked Beth Damas,
Yeah.
and she told me that Shelley wasn't going to be there.
Oh, well, maybe I got
Shelley Robbins?
mixed up with somebody
Yeah, I
else.
know
That
she's
girl was
a lot
possible.
more involved with Zero now than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Beth came to our party. Remember Mariette, our special thing on Sunday? And I was sitting with her across from her, and I said, "Hey, is Shelley coming?" She said, "Oh, no, she's not going to be here."
Yeah, I think I heard her say that too. Yeah, I think it maybe have been someone else, Linda. I don't
I'm sure that's it.
Yeah.
There's with 5,000 people, it's hard.
Yeah,
to
there was a lot of people. I mixed some people up too. I was like, "Oh gosh, I thought it was you," and it was somebody else. Uh-oh, there's a baby up there?
Adam, are you with us? Are you still on the phone? Are you able to
Yeah, I'm
talk?
here.
You want to talk about what you did during QVC week?
Yeah, I've been playing with Camtasia. I got Camtasia 9, so I made my little intro for my videos.
Oh, I just bought it. I can't wait. Well, actually, I bought it before and then forgot I had it, and then now I just.
And then I've been in touch with Profit First, so I scheduled a call, and I'm going to be a Profit First professional. I'm going to start that next week.
That's cool.
That's
Was it-
awesome.
That was it very
Yay.
intuitive? I mean, you said it only took you like 45 minutes to make that?
Yeah, it was really, hold on a second here.
Which Camtasia version did you get?
I got 8, and then because I got it within 30 days of the release, they gave me 9 for free.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And how much was that?
$300.
Yeah.
How many?
300.
That's it?
I've
Yep.
had mine like 6 months or something, so I paid $99 to upgrade it.
What is this?
Camtasia?
Oh, okay.
Let me just do this real quick.
I get Camtasia free because I have Parallels, and they always give it to me for
Nice.
free. And I
Serious?
never use it.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
How do we know what version we have? I just bought it like 2 weeks ago. I guess I have the latest one then.
Yeah, you
right?
should have the new one.
Okay.
So Adam is sharing with us.
Okay,
So
cool.
here's my Camtasia 9, and it's a lot easier than the last 8. I don't know if anyone uses 8, but it's
Oh,
a
I'm
lot
so
more.
glad I didn't start.
The navigation seems a lot more kind of streamlined. So here's what I came up with.
You share your screen?
He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, he's sharing it.
Mhm.
Is he?
Yeah. You don't see it?
Well, yeah, you should be seeing it, or click on his
Oh, I see
thumbnail.
it. I see it. I see it. I was hidden behind my other.
Okay.
That's cool.
But yeah, this basically took me 45 minutes to do, and you just
So you pick a computer and you put your logo on the computer.
And you can have it on 2, Sarah. You can have it on up to 2.
Cool.
you
Yeah.
have where is it? You have this library here, and then basically you can pick intro clips. So like you got one like where it's sort of funky and I just used this one.
Any bluegrass?
Oh yeah, you got bluegrass. That was actually my first choice.
So you're being an accountant, and a computer and a laptop was your first choice.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
But where is that?
Life keeps sneaking up on me, and every time I want to play.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, here was my first. There we go. That was my first one. So, but
I can hear it. Oh, I can't wait to play with it.
That one didn't
It's
come through real well.
it's actually really fun though. But
Awesome.
that's kind of what I've been doing.
Playing with Camtasia. Well, since it's
Great.
not, I mean, it's not real cheap, but you know what? It might be worth it.
No, I mean,
It's totally worth it.
I watched a video where Seth was talking about Camtasia, and if you can get one lead and one client from it, it basically pays for itself.
Oh, absolutely. I was thinking it was in the thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
300 I can handle. 3,000 a little too much for me.
It's bad enough on all plane tickets to. Well, somebody said that the at QB Connect, I jumped back to QB Connect. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I don't know if Adam was done showing us this.
Yeah, I'm done.
That the sessions didn't all start at the same time. They were staggered, so they would like overlap.
No, they fixed that. It was going to be like that, but they fixed that very early, very close to the actual deadline. I think people started bringing it up like 2 weeks
Yeah.
before. That's how some of my sessions were with some other people.
Uh-huh.
So it's like you couldn't even try to sneak out of my session to go to somebody else's session, even though it's like there should have been like a 10-minute break.
Yeah.
So they fixed that.
Oh,
But
did
then,
they? Okay.
yeah, they did fix it. It would be like from 7:30 to like 8:45, and then the next one would start like at 9:10. So you did have enough time to go to like the bathroom and like run, but it was still. But at that 7:30 to 8:45, there'd be like 7 or 8 classes. So that's
Yeah.
really
That's
Yeah, and I think well we had our Accountex meeting today, so we were doing our last final thoughts, and
So
I don't know, I think when you have tracks, like if you want to be, a lot of accountants are also business owners, so a lot of the accountants also wanted to do the business owner type sessions, and then
Right.
it was real difficult to
It was. They definitely jam-packed like a 3-day conference, and it probably could have been at least 4 days.
Yeah, 4 or 5 days.
So much overlapping. I was thinking if they would have just extended Wednesday, because Wednesday ended at 2. So they could have extended Wednesday and had a full day Wednesday, and probably some of those overlapping could have worked out, because 3 days is a lot of days too, because there's so much going on. You're kind of like brain dead. So maybe extend Wednesday and just have a full Wednesday, and then have a party and then be done with it. That probably could have helped. But yeah, there was a lot to do. But there was a lot, I think really for me on a positive note, I mean, obviously I taught, so sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't go to any classes. And then me and Rachel Fish, it was funny, a couple times I was next to my friends, And so like she was in the class right next to me, and like we were like, hey, you gonna go to her class? No, come to my class. And we were like in front of our doors, like, hey, come over here. No, come over here. It was actually really funny. And then we look at each other like, hey, what's going on? So, but we ended up actually both having really good shows in both our classes, even though we were right next to each other. But they had, in between all these classes, they had meetups. So like if you didn't want to go to a session and you really wanted to just connect with people, they actually had like meet with a CPA, the women's meetup, meet all the women that got the, you know, the CPA Advisor Women Award, a Spanish speaking meetup, which I thought was amazing, and I was there. So they had these designated meetups. You know, ICBUSA had their meetup, and so they had so many opportunities for you to just like stop and like talk to people if you really wanted to talk to people. They had obviously always areas where you could sit down and have coffee and drinks and stuff. So, I mean, you know, you have to go there. Like, that's why I made the videos, and anyone that I invited there, I told them in advance, like, don't go there and figure it out when you're there. Like, that's totally not strategic.
Yeah.
Like, you should have had a plan. You should have been prepared. All this complaining probably had a lot to do with because you weren't prepared. You know,
Oh,
like.
I didn't hear any complaining, but.
No, but I'm saying, like, I've heard people say, oh my God, and I said, well, were you prepared? Did you download the QB app? Did you download the Own It app? Did you do this?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things you had to do to really, like,
That's
fully
true.
absorb everything. Get up early. Did you get enough sleep?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I didn't, that's for sure. But yeah, and I had a plan. I had all my classes, but it was so hard to
yeah.
choose the classes, you know, way in advance. You know, I had my classes chosen, and I was even torn because there was, I wanted to see them all.
Yes.
And then you could have made meetings with people too. Like Caleb is a perfect example. I love Caleb. I met him and I was so happy because I had already met him like offline, but we hung out online. And he literally showed me his schedule. Like in between sessions, he had scheduled meetings. I mean, he was so organized about everything. He had key people that he wanted to even take selfies with. Like, he was so organized. And I'm like, you know what? Now that is a power player. Like, he was so on target, because if not, it's just so much. It's like you almost get lost because it's so much.
So overwhelming.
And then just even meeting with the vendors, that was another thing too. You know, there's a lot to see.
Yeah.
What was the
And
thing
Gary
about
was
two
just-
buildings or something, or two vendor spaces?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were two opposite to each other.
And somebody said that they didn't even know about the other space until later.
This is Gary. This is the first time I went to QB Connect, and I really loved it. Actually, I've been to many conferences. This accounting only conference, I really loved it, and connected with many of you good friends.
Nice, nice.
And I had Own It. Own It allows only to download the sessions you attended, not all of them.
Linda got lucky. Linda
got everything.
They sent me everything. I don't know why.
She got.
They thought I was Marietta or something.
Well, I didn't want to say something about Gary. Gary's a perfect example of, like, every time he saw me, and trust me, like, I was hard to grab because I was running around a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And so he wanted to have a meeting with someone, and that he knew that I knew. And so every time he saw me, he's like, Mariette, don't forget. And I was like, okay, I promise. So I made the meeting Wednesday, but I mean, no matter what I said, I put it in my calendar, and I had little reminders like, don't forget about Gary, don't forget about Gary. Because he was so adamant. Like, he told me 3 times, he's like, Mariette, did you forget? I said, no, I didn't forget. I'm just, you know, I have a lot going on. And he had his meeting, and it was a really good meeting. But like, he was so adamant about, like, I need to get this done. Like, I don't want to leave until this is done. Like, he was a perfect example of, like, I'm here for a reason, and I'm, you know, I want to accomplish my goals. That was really good.
And met a lot of vendors also. Actually, most of these vendors I had met them in ZeroCon also, but new ones like I had Receipt Bank earlier. I canceled Receipt Bank. It turned out to be very expensive for me and for a couple of my customers. But then there was Auto Entry, Entryless, and other guys came, and I'm still evaluating them.
Okay. Joanne's with us. Uh-oh, she just muted.
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
Still the selfie queen.
Yeah.
I think
Are you home yet, Joanne?
No.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Joanne's another one that I got to meet in IRL, which was something.
I'm at a casino.
Are you?
Yeah. This woman, she's the
Casino
riot.
or a Vegas casino?
No, I'm in Jackson something.
Okay.
What state are you in?
Jackson's nice. I like Jackson. It's an old town.
Colorado?
No, Modesto. It's like an hour out of Modesto.
California.
It's in the gold, I think it's in the gold country.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, gold
The
country.
foothills of the Sierra Nevada.
Yes. Yep.
Well, good luck, Miss Joanne.
I know.
Looking good, lady.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
I saw those pictures you got with those celebrities.
I
That's why I
know.
said
Yeah,
she was
that was
the
fun.
queen.
Oh, you got Jillian, right, Joanne? You were able to get in with Jillian?
Yep.
Awesome.
Joanne, she needs to make a scrapbook of all her selfies.
Where were you guys?
Joanne's gonna make a
with
video.
The higher ups, like Brad and Jillian and the speakers.
What's that? I didn't hear.
Where were you meeting with them? Where were those pictures taken? Were they backstage?
Different places. Well, the Brad one was just right out in front. I
Yeah.
just grabbed him. But Jillian was at her books, like at a book signing booth.
Okay,
And one with America Ferrara was actually in a VIP green room.
good.
Yeah, when I tried to go get, I wanted to get in line for a book to be signed. They told me that you had to have a pass and you had to earn.
Yeah, they handed out passes.
Got it.
You have a pass and a secret password. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And
What?
Joanne,
I should have given I had one for someone. I was looking for you guys. I had one for Tony Hawk. And I wanted to give it to
Oh, cool. The surfer, huh? Surfer.
the skateboarder.
Skateboarder.
Skateboard.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was going to just give it to someone because I couldn't do it. And so, but I couldn't find anybody.
Oh, well, I know.
My thing was,
One thing I would say that I met the CEO, Brad, and I've never seen a humble person like him.
Mhm. Yeah.
He's very approachable, isn't he?
Yeah, very humble and down to earth, and really loved it.
Did any major announcements come out of the conference?
Oh, yeah.
Yvette has some things she might want to share.
Well, Mariette might help me with this because I try to remember everything, but this mind kind of slips all the time. But what I liked a lot was all the latest on QuickBooks Online. I felt that they blew every accounting platform online, they blew them out of the water. I feel like nobody could touch QBO now. Maybe these updates that they have now, like even I think you could pay bills through your QuickBooks Online now, which is a really nice feature.
Wow, that's going to put Bill.com out of business.
Say that again. Say that again.
There, you could pay bills through QuickBooks Online now.
Like Bill.com?
Kind of. I mean, you have
I
that
want to
feature.
know more about that.
Somebody did that on the airplane going home. Billy Ann
I love it. That's
Yeah,
just one of the features.
Reed billed for a whole bunch of her clients on the way home on the airplane on her
Yep.
phone.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a new things to QBO. Like they're gonna be doing these like weekly webinars now, where they're gonna give all these updates through webinars. Intuit Academy or Intuit University, they go back and forth. I don't know what their name is right now, but they're gonna get really aggressive about these webinars. I think they're on Wednesdays. I'll put links on them on Facebook all the time. But yeah, they're gonna be updating us on all this stuff. Right now, they're getting all the trainers together because I'm going to start doing actually one on how to start your own tax practice. And so
That's
they're
great.
gonna talk about
That's
it together. Yeah, so I'll let you guys know when there's like specifically ones on what's new. That's what it's going to be called, what's new, like when it's the what's new stuff.
And
That's awesome. That's really awesome because one of the things that I really miss are the instruction manuals. I don't know.
Right.
I know. Remember,
Back in
everything was
the
getting
day.
Those things are long gone. They're buried now.
I know. Everybody
No
just
such
expects
thing.
you to
It's
know.
like YouTube it, baby.
I
Yeah, but
remember
you know
that.
what? There's studies.
Product time. That was hardcore. I remember those too.
There's
Yeah.
studies now that are proving that you retain better when you handwrite and when you
Yeah.
actually, and when you're reading a book versus just reading it electronically. So I don't know. I miss those days when I could circle and highlight and put a little tab.
Well, I
It's
miss
just that people
just
still act.
knowing how to do it. You
Well,
know, I would like to be able to type in, how do you blah, blah, blah. Well, you get so many answers because things have been changed so many times.
Yeah.
You don't know which, you know, you get one that was 2 years ago and all the screens have changed. You don't know where to go and what to do.
Waving.
That's why we have this group right here.
Come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Adam's got a book there he's looking at. Look at that.
The EA review. Yeah.
End of year, baby.
The other thing I wanted to say too, I mean, there were a lot more
Come here.
updates on QBO. One of them, of course, is the Google Calendar
Gmail integration.
integration.
Hi,
Yes.
who are we looking at it with Dwayne? They look like twins.
Aren't they adorable?
Hi, everyone. I just want to interrupt you because this is my grandson,
Hey.
and I have to
Oh,
babysit.
they're
I thought
adorable.
my wife was going to be here, but she disappeared somewhere, so it looks like I'm it. Okay?
Oh, are they identical?
Say hi. This is Asher. Say
Hi.
hi, Asher. Wave.
Hi.
Aryeh. Say hi. They're twins.
Hi.
I bet they're twins.
That's
So
awesome.
adorable.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
TV. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we got to meet Dwayne, right, Yvette? We got to meet Dwayne.
Yeah.
That was awesome. He was so cool. And he's
I had a
another
great
one.
time at QB Connect. I just want to let you know.
You what?
Got it.
I had a great time at QB Connect. Meeting
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, Dwayne was another determined one on Tuesday because, you know, he probably wanted a party and he didn't have his business card, light bulb on. He didn't have his business card. So Wednesday, he's like, I got my business cards. Here they are. And he was passing them out. And
That's Dwayne.
So who uses business cards these days?
At a convention, yeah. That's the only time I get them.
Yeah, convention.
a lot of people still, Gina, a lot of people do use business cards. I'm going to start using them again because I felt so embarrassed when they would ask me.
Yeah.
Oh,
John Garrett. Hey, did you know John Garrett, Mariette? John Garrett? Did you meet him?
Gosh, he sounds familiar. I'm not sure.
He's the one that did the one how to stand out from the rest, from apples to oranges or whatever.
Oh, no, I didn't do that one. No.
Oh, that guy was hilarious. He was so funny. He's a comedian, so he also, advertises it on his business card. And he's got on his business card, he's got a picture of him looking up with an apple on his head. It's really cute. Loved it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any of the group member profit certified? Profit advisor certified?
Profit First Professional? What do you mean by
Profit
profit?
first? Profit first, sorry.
Yeah, you know who is Billy Ann Griggs.
Yeah.
Because I am reading the book and actually I'm trying this for one of my close client, close friend business. And I suggested him and he's willing to open up new accounts and then we'll try out with him. And I'm really convinced now.
Yeah, Adam says he's working on it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I actually talked to
Mike Capelli?
Yeah, I think the day I was leaving, and he sent me an email because I want to learn more about his class because Billy, she raved about it, So I want to really look. It is, it's about $400 a month, but
I'm signing up next week for it.
Oh, you're gonna have to let us know how it goes.
Because I actually had a call about 2 months ago with Ron Shaharian from Profit First,
that's his
and
partner.
I was going to do it then, but I had so many marketing things I kind of had in the pipeline is that I just didn't have the time or energy for it. And Billy and I are pretty close on Facebook, and we've been talking about Profit First almost every week.
Actually, I met them last year and at ZeroCon, and in fact, I was talking to Ron Saharian about February, March. But $400 a month, my practice was just starting, not even starting, and I was not ready to commit to that time.
It's $400. It's $400 a month.
Yeah, it's $200-300 at that time. I think I remember. I tried to recollect my thoughts.
And Adam, what is that? What does that include? What do we get for $400 a month?
From my understanding, it's kind of the branding and the support from Profit First, kind of how to implement it, how to monetize it, sort of. That's kind of what I've understood from it.
Does that include the actual conference?
No, the conference is separate.
Okay.
Conference was 700 and I was almost ready to, but there are too many conferences this year, so I did not go. But if you go to conference, then they give you access and you can get certified.
Okay, but would you do the conference and you continue paying your $400 monthly dues, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I was considering it too, actually. I've read all his books, and I've been
I know, they're great.
probably considering it, but also like Gary, I had so much other stuff going on that if I'm going to hit it, I wanted to really hit it on the nail. So I'm still, considering it. We'll see.
well, I believe they're based out of Philadelphia. So
New Jersey.
well,
Wow, my area.
New Jersey.
New Jersey, yes.
New Jersey, okay, and that's where they had their conference. So I'm thinking like Misha and Gina, people that are back there, then, because I know Misha at least she says she doesn't want to travel. So that's closer. So, although if you have to go through New York City.
I'm kind of wondering how it'll go for me because a lot of the Profit First professionals are kind of like the only ones in that area doing Profit First, but I'm kind of unique where one of the guys in my town is also a Profit First professional.
So you have competition.
Well, maybe cooperation.
Actually, in the Bay Area, there are quite a few now. I found out.
So
You're in the area? Adam, you're in the Bay Area?
Pardon?
I'm in Milwaukee.
Oh, you're in Milwaukee. Oh, okay.
Wisconsin?
Yep.
Yep, got it.
So speaking of Xero and QuickBooks Online, Yvette, do you still have people on Xero? Are you looking to switch them now?
You want the truth? I'm going to tell you the truth. I have no one on Xero anymore.
Got it.
I'm still certified, and I'm going to keep that certification.
Right.
But I think from this point on, anybody that's going online, it's going to be QBO because I am so impressed with that.
I have Xero, and I'll continue with Xero and QBO as a need basis. And some of the things which they showed about with, hey, QB, do this, do that, and the ecosystem, those things, and also the Xero has already done those things. And I was saying check mark, and so I've already seen this at XeroCon, and Xero already done it, but it is, I'm really impressed in the last 2 years, 2+ years when I first saw QBO. It has tremendous improvement. I'm really impressed.
Nice.
I got a call from somebody at Xero yesterday to get certified.
Yeah, they call a lot. They're pretty aggressive. I mean, not in a bad way, but they call me all the time too. Tell me what the new.
Well, I haven't had anybody from Xero call me since I signed up with them 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But apparently, you can get certified now without taking a test, and all sorts of drama. And they've changed how you get certified. There's this.
Yeah.
You have to take 40 credits or units or something like that, and he like walked me through the thing, and he was like, can I talk to you? I go, sure. You got a small window because when November 1st rolls around, you're only gonna see me till May.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh yeah, I know, because I wanted to at least get it in there. So he's like, when do you think you'll be able to get certified? I'm like, that's a lot of videos I gotta watch. So I was like, well, you're on my list. On my list right now, so I can't give you a deadline.
So what?
But you know what? The other thing that they had too, that I mean, it's something not major, but it's different, is that when your customer is on QBO and they want to talk to you and show you something on QBO that they don't understand, you go on there like a virtual person. They can ring you and they will see your face.
And
so
you will
it's
also
like
see
they
the same
remote. Pardon me?
Accountant, bookkeeper also will see the same thing, and then you can figure out where the problem is.
It's right within that platform. It almost made me feel like it's,
Each other, or you see a picture?
No, they see your face.
Video.
So is it like Skype or something, or like a Skype part
inside
of
the screen,
software? Like part of the software?
It's a remote. session
Remote
like
session inside
within the platform.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's got to have an engine underneath it, so I wonder if it's.
I don't know what it is, but they'll see into the
Skype
left
or-
corner, like on the left corner, bottom left corner, it has like a little, it almost looks to me like a TV of some sort, and they could see you
picture
talking.
in picture.
A lot
Yeah.
quicker than doing a Zoom or something, maybe.
Yeah, it's very direct. So, I mean, they just blew me away with all these upgrades that they came up with.
And the QuickBook folks at the booth, and then I told them, show me the bank reconciliation they showed, and then I told them, hey, this is the new other things which is missing. Where have you seen this thing? I said, I've seen this in Zero. And, "Oh, we are getting there, he said.
You said 0. Ooh, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
And one more thing, and in the payroll session, no, not payroll, but starting your tax practice, and I want to use ProConnect. I'm using, after a discussion with Marriott, I went with Pro Series, but I also want to use, because I want to keep everything in the cloud. And I asked the development manager, hey, do you guys get the export from Zero? He said, why Zero? I said, no, Zero can export to Pro Series, Zero can export to Lacert. Oh, we don't support that. I said, okay, then if I import it into Pro Series, and can you support from Pro Series to Lacert? I don't know about that. I'll find out. Can you do that, Marriott?
Oh, what are you trying to export?
The trial balance, the trial balance, and basically book to tax feature.
But when you're trying to export, you're saying a direct export from Zero into Pro Series?
Yes, you can do a DBF, and you can import into Pro Series.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure you could probably, we can like a CS, I think we could import a CSV.
No, database, DBF can be imported. I have used that and tested that.
Okay. No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't.
I'm surprised that you can't import Lacert into QBO, because the makers of Lacert, I thought, were Intuit at one point.
You mean QBO to Lacert? The other way around?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, QBO to Lacert.
Well, they're definitely working on like aggressively. They don't want to say it for this year, but I know they're working on all the QB products for sure. So QBO, QB Desktop, even QBSC to work with the tax system. So they're going to focus on Intuit Tax Online first, because it's the only cloud-based tax professional software they have. So they're going to start with ITO first.
That's what I use.
Yeah. Is that what you use?
Yeah, I use ITO. I've used it for about 3 or 4 years now.
And how do you bring the data from the QuickBooks products into ITO?
I don't really have that many that I don't really do it. I mean,
You just can't sleep it in?
Yeah, I tried doing it once on one client, and I didn't particularly like the result.
Okay.
But ITO, they keep changing the name. It's like ProConnect now.
No, it's ProConnect, yeah.
Yeah, I just keep calling it ITO because it's easier. But anyway, they're coming out. I was on a webinar last week, and they're coming out with some new updates where they're going to be able to start importing. Well, they can do the 1099Ks, the K1s, and then they're looking at doing 1099s. I'm not sure if that's going to happen this year or not. They're going to have, it's sort of like Pro Series where you can see the worksheet and then you can see the form. They're going to have the form so you can see where, if you wanted to trace the form back to the worksheet. I mean, that's been helpful.
Yeah, that's where I struggled a little bit, because I tried it a couple times. I felt like it was clunky to like really drill down.
Yeah, the documentation is very poor. It's still not the greatest, but they're going to try to make it easier to understand. They've done it a little bit on when you do the preview, there's certain fields you can, basically drill down to the form, but not everything.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I believe they're going to definitely really ramp it up, because that's where the money's going. So I know that it's going to, just like all the other softwares like QBO being amazing now, I know that whatever it's called, ProConnect, is going to be just as amazing, because that's where they're investing all their money. So.
Well, one thing that came out is that now if you sign up for ProConnect, you'll become automatically get a QBO advisor or whatever, and then you get the 30% discount on the. I do paper return, and I take the 30% discount as a pro advisor, so it kind of pays for itself. At least my pro advisor membership sort of pays for itself.
So if you get ProConnect, then you get the QB ProAdvisor for free?
It sounds like,
Included?
well, it sounded like it. I mean, it's, you're
Well,
gonna get the QBOA, I guess it was. And,
everything on the accountant's.
QBOA is free for everybody.
yeah.
No,
and
maybe it's the ProAdvisor though. That's $400.
and not the desktop. I'm not talking about the desktop. I'm talking about the online.
QBOA accountant.
But you'll be able to get the 30% discount, you know, automatically. Was what I interpreted. I'm kind of waiting. Supposedly it's going to be in November. Going to start seeing some of these changes, but right now I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, well, at the dinner we had with Yvette, which Yvette put together the most
Thank you, Yvette.
dinner.
I had some help, Mariette. You helped me a lot.
A little bit. Yvette put together this amazing dinner that was supposed to be small and ended up being over, 27 people?
Something like that, yeah.
We had to put chairs in because we didn't have enough chairs. That's how many people we had. But there was a gentleman there that was a +1 from somebody else who I didn't know, but I was so glad to have met him. And he said he's been on ProConnect or ITO.
For 5 years, yeah, for 5 years.
Yeah, for I think he said 2 or 3 years. And
More
he
than
does
that.
500 or more? Okay.
Yeah.
And he does over 500 tax returns, which I was blown away. And he said that he was happy with it. So I was.
This is Pro Series, right, Mariette?
No.
No.
ProConnect, ITO.
ProConnect, okay.
Yeah.
Pro Series and Lacert are very expensive relative to. Plus, you got to deal with the desktop updates and all this crap, you know.
I wonder once Intuit starts investing in ProConnect if they're going to dramatically raise the price on it. That's kind of my concern.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But
Either way, if you want a cloud-based tax practice, it makes sense to be on it. I mean, I've been wanting to go on it. I just wanted it to get a little,
I started on it because it was cheap.
Well, the nice thing is,
that's a good reason.
I've got like 3 monitors. I can have 3 different returns open on each monitor. You know.
Well, I've been sort of mulling staying on ProConnect or going to Drake because that seems to be like the next.
I think they've got like a hosted kind of solution.
Drake is not online. It is a hosted solution.
Yeah.
Boy, Gary, I love how much you know. You're like a mountain of knowledge.
Oh yeah, everyone that's met, I've introduced Gary to, they're like, oh my gosh, he's so brilliant. I said, yeah, I'll just let you introduce Gary and I'll walk away because I don't understand half the things he's saying anyway.
Is everybody like, when did QB get, is anybody going to go to Accountex?
I'm wondering.
I'm going.
Oh,
That's
good.
another
Then I'll
thing,
get to
too.
meet you. Okay.
Yes.
It seems like
Yeah.
it's Doug Sleater left.
Why do you think that they
I didn't see Doug at QBC.
No.
No, he was at the CCH or one of the other.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I
Mary-
saw
So many conferences in the fourth quarter.
I saw Joe Woodard, Charlie Russell. I love him.
Yes, Charlie.
You know, and Joe, he's so nice too as well. They're very nice people. A lot of people. I mean, over
Anybody-
5,000.
It's
I mean,
too many, I think.
Do you
Yeah.
know? Do you know any other conference that's that big? Is Sage like that? Is there anything?
Yeah, it's 7,000.
Holy
Nice.
moly!
That's
Yeah.
too many people. That's why we decided with the context not to do the business owner angle, to just keep it strictly for the accounting profession. I think that's going to keep it a lot more manageable because we're at least, we don't want to lose that camaraderie.
It's going to be tough for next year, though, Sarah, if they put.
Except that Sleater has said they're moving their.
Oh, no, we moved the
But
date.
they're not announcing it till the conference.
Yeah, but yeah, we can't
And this
announce it
next
yet.
year it is November.
They've QB Connect announced the exact same dates of accounting.
That's what Adam just brought up right now.
But
Accountex immediately went, all right, then they already have a contract, but they can put another convention in that space, which frees us up to go somewhere else at a different time.
Yeah, maybe they should do it in October.
Huh?
Maybe they should do it in October.
Yeah, I can't.
I won't go to October and November. That's too close together for me.
Well, there's the October, tax return deadlines.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard. You've got CH, Scaling New Heights, AICPA. I mean, there's a whole list that are all,
Right.
Yeah, there's too many.
tax convention, so.
The account techs already choose their dates for 17, or are they still up in the air?
I can't say.
Alternate. I usually do QuickBooks Connect and then Sleater, and then QuickBooks Connect and then Sleater. So, but Sleater,
So now you'll have to do it the other way around. You'll have to do Accountix QuickBooks Connect. Because if accountants maybe might move it to October, you never know.
I only do one.
I only do one.
Yeah, that's what
I do one every year. So next year is Sleater.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
we're all rooting for middle of the country.
Awesome. That would
be nice. They ought to try Salt Lake. I love Salt Lake.
Salt Lake. I didn't think of that one.
And you can fly to Salt Lake.
The airport. The trick is the right airport, because if it isn't a major hub, it gets real expensive.
Right.
So,
that's right.
You know, New York, Boston, but I'd rather do it instead of going east, west, maybe. You know,
somewhere in the middle where everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, right now, you guys all know that QuickBooks Connect is offering $99 through the 30th.
Awesome.
I'm going to go ahead
I
and
signed
get it.
right
I
away.
figure I can sell the thing if I'm not going, but for that,
we can always sell it.
Couple. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I just heard from Jan.
Yeah.
She's not going to be able to make our meeting tonight. I really wanted to say congratulations.
Yeah.
Save that until next week and ask her how it feels to be one of the most powerful women.
Yeah, that was so nice.
And she's so
I got to sit right behind them too when I was there, just about behind them, and I saw all of them lined up there. It was
I was surprised to see Amy Vetter there, and I met her.
Yeah, I was shocked. I went up to Amy and I go, "Amy, are you coming back to Intuit?" She said, "No." And I go, "Well, I was so shocked to see you here. You know, what's going on?" She says, "Oh, you'll see." She just, I can't say right now.
Wow, so surprises to come.
And there were a couple, Blake Oliver was there, and then a couple Zero marketing folks were there. I met them.
Really?
Yeah, but see, you know what? Like Blake,
get an Intuit thing, huh?
Yeah, they all come.
Been interesting for you.
Actually, you know what, Gary, that you just brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up. So something else that I would say, like in regards to strategy, is to connect with the vendors and see if you can be invited to one of their like private breakfasts or dinners.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was so nice. I actually got invited to the Gusto dinner, a really beautiful, and they make it really private, which I like because I've been to Inuit dinners before.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had this beautiful long table. There was Blake Oliver and I were there, which is really cool.
Yeah, Blake's a hoot.
Yeah, and we were like, I don't know, maybe like 30 total, but it was only maybe less than 10. I'm closer to 5 partners with a bunch of Gusto people around. And they sat me right next to the CEO, Josh. And it was like the coolest thing ever, totally relaxed. He actually, I found out that Gusto is a no-shoe business headquarters, so you can't wear shoes in their headquarters.
I love that.
Yeah, and so when you walk in, and it's a whole story because he was brought up in some kind of country area where he always had dirt on his shoes.
Yeah.
And so his mom made him like leave his shoes outside, so him and his siblings had to leave their shoes outside. And so then when their very first headquarters was actually like in this loft, so it was like a house. And so right away you got that feeling of, hey, you can't wear your shoes in the house. And so now in the headquarters, they don't wear shoes. And you go there as a guest, they have those little hospital booties you can wear. Yeah, or you can wear the Gusto socks. But this is the funniest part. So I was like, excuse me, I'm going to be like in my dress already. I'm not going to wear no hospital booties. What?
You want to wear your heels.
Exactly. So I was messing with him. He's like, well, and he's such a humble guy. And I know like some other startup CEOs, so they're just so cool because they're working their asses off and they're like, you know, it's hard. It's a hard life, startup life. And so then he's like so humble. He's like, well, Mariette, what are you saying? I'm like, well, what I'm saying is, you know, if I'm one of your partners now, maybe you can find out like what I like. Maybe I want like some cute slippers or something. And so he's like, well, what do you like? And I'm like, like unicorns. I like stuffed animals. I said maybe when I get there, I'll take off my red heels. I was wearing red heels. I'll take off my red heels and I can have like these really cute, like little, like, you know, slippers with like little stuffed animal on it or something. And he was like, really? I'm like, yeah, totally.
Like bunny slippers.
Yeah, bunny slippers, exactly.
There you go.
Oh, God, I never thought about that. I'm like, well, we don't want to wear hospital shoes. We want to wear slippers. But it was so funny because I was like, now he's never going to forget me because he's like, that's the girl that asked for the unicorn.
No, that's true. Doing things like that.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Before we go, I want to say hey to Katrina. Katrina,
Where is she?
I know. I haven't seen her in so long.
I'm here. Sorry, you guys. I had to mute. Here comes my video. I had to mute because I'm home with my grandson.
Okay, well, we're almost out of time. I wanted to give you some time to talk about how did you enjoy QuickBooks Connect?
I didn't go.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you did. No,
not last year. I did.
Okay.
She does the alternate.
Actually, Katrina,
Yeah.
you know that I love you. Katrina has a little special place in my heart. She's my little like carpool buddy. And so since you go to QuickBooks Connect, I got you a special little swag. Can you see it?
No way.
I got you your very own backpack so you can wear it whenever you want. So next time we go on a party, actually take it, okay? It's the cutest little thing.
That's one. My kids love it. I can do my own thing, my thing.
Yeah.
Read it what it says.
I do my thing and I love it.
Nice.
Oh,
That's great.
That's pretty.
Are you going to Accountex? Katrina, are you going to get Accountex?
No, I wasn't. I would like to, but it just falls. I have been so busy lately.
Yeah.
So many things.
Good.
So good.
So, you know, it would be great to go, but it's a whole nother week.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's 4 days instead of 3. Gina, after we stop recording, I have something I want to share with everybody, but I don't want to share it in the recording.
Okay. Well, is there anything that we didn't talk about with QB Connect? Silence. I think we got everything.
Yeah, just don't forget to put all your materials on Own It. Everything is on Own It. If you guys need.
Yeah, and the other thing is, you guys all know this, I'm sure, that now we could access the self-employed. If we have a client that's on self-employed, it'll be on our QBOA dashboard as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Not that I have any yet on there, but it's pretty cool.
And you all get a free self-employed. You get your own self-employed data file. And you actually have access to QuickBooks Self-Employed through the QBOA dashboard. And Self-Employed, I'll update you guys probably quite a bit, but they have tons of features like invoicing. You can do QB payments. They partnered up with Etsy, Uber, Lyft, tons of different partners. So they are growing incredibly fast. So yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and one more thing too, what I like too is when Brad Smith, he talked about how important it is to have someone like us to work with them. You know, they're trusted advisors, which was, really the first time when I've been to one of those conventions that they actually really made it a point to say that. So
I just saw a new commercial with QBO, and it had an accountant and a client talking together. And
yes,
I don't know if you've seen that one or not.
Oh my gosh!
They showed it in the conference.
Fantastic. That's a huge update. Yeah, they have this new campaign besides the one Dennis just brought up, where they're going to talk about how we should be trusted advisors. But much better than that is that they have this awesome campaign where they'll give us up to $15,000 to brand ourselves as trusted advisors and QuickBooks consultants. It's this
I would like to qualify that because Zero has the same thing. They say you spend it and we will match it.
Yeah, well,
okay. So you have to spend that $15,000 first.
At least Zero, I'm sure here I don't know.
Yeah, this one's a little bit different because I had a dinner with Intuit right before I left, and Garrett, who's actually the new accounting advisor, he's kind of like Jim and Rich Priest are doing. Like, he's got this position where he's like our liaison. He was talking about that $15,000 campaign, and he said it was different. He said, I think all we had to have was it 10 QBO clients, and then we already have access to the $15,000. And
wow,
it's like in tiers. But he said that there's going to be a lot of explanation on what that's all about coming very soon. So keep an eye out for that. That's
Oh, good.
I
Because
got
I
more than 10
qualify
clients on
already.
preview.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay.
Oh, one last thing. 17 hats. So I met with 17 hats, of course, because I love them. And, you know, that whole Ally thing, people were kind of confused because it was like a virtual assistant, but then like bookkeeper, and it's kind of confusing for us to encourage our clients to use it. The new 17 hats Ally, I'm sure you guys have heard of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember?
I just spoke to the 17 hats team, and they said they're going to create a 17 hats Ally Lite, which takes out the bookkeeper, and it's pretty much just the virtual assistant part of it.
Ooh,
But
nice.
it's awesome. Yeah, because that really works better with my clients. A lot of my clients, I already do their accounting, but they still need a lot of that VA work, like the customer service kind of assistant, administrative assistant. So they're going to have a new offering called 17 Ally Lite, which is not going to have the bookkeeping side, just the virtual assistant side, which I think sounds very interesting.
I really liked 17 hats, and I met them. They showed me a demo. And another one I'm thinking maybe subscribe to is Quotient. Anybody using?
Never heard of that.
Quotient is basically your not billing, but when you quote the price to accountant to your customer, virtual customer, it's very easy through like the Mark Wisham does it.
Quotient, like a quote.
Quote, yeah, Quotient.
Oh, okay. I have to look into that one. I haven't seen that one yet.
And very, very reasonable. I think $18, $20. I think they were offering.
Nice. Nice. All righty. I think we are out of time. QuickBooks Connect sounded like it was awesome for everyone. Just the networking alone, let alone the breakout sessions and all the great speakers and the shows that they put on and the dinners that they provided. Great time, huh?
Yeah, Gina and I met someone too, and I invited her to come on the show.
Awesome.
From Denver. Her name is Cindy. I think she said Squire, something like that. So she's going to join us maybe next month or something.
Well, hopefully we'll see her then.
Yeah, she's a very nice lady.
Okay.
Thank you, Yvette, for introducing me to the wonderful people.
Oh, you're welcome.
Did you stop recording, Gina?
Not yet.
Let's say goodbye.
So, yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone.
Yeah,
Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week.
Got
Same time, same place.
Bye.